자, 여러분 안녕하세요. 엄군입니다. 자, MLB 더 쇼 20 프랜차이즈 KB올스타즈 방송 시작하도록 하겠습니다. 좀 전에 경기를 하고 있었는데 사실 제가 방송 세팅 오늘 잘못했는지 중간에 좀 셧다운 돼 버렸어요. 근데 안 그래도 저기 시청자분 한 분이 계속 긴 말 주셨었는데 방송 그 영상이 좀 끊기고 있었다고 하더라고요. 그래서 부득이하게 풀스를 좀 리셋하면서 컴퓨터 또 다시 좀 리셋하느라 경기 진행하던 걸 좀 다시 플레이해야 될 것 같습니다. 방송 준비 미흡했던 점 다시 한번 양해 부탁드리고요. 바로 경기 가도록 하겠습니다. 설정이 조금 미흡했던 것 같습니다. 추신수를 중견수 두고 우익수에 테임즈, 좌익수에 김현수였죠. 그 다음에 1루수에 최지만, 3루수에 이대호, 그 다음에 DH에 박병호, 그 다음에 이대호를 먼저 놓을게요. 이대호, 박병호, 강정호, 양의지 대신에 강민호, 김하성 대신에 황재균. 네. 아까랑 동일하게 다시 가도록 하겠습니다. 최지만 홈런 2개 좀 아깝네요. 네, 스나이퍼님 안녕하세요. 어서오세요.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the All-Stars and the Houston Astros. Lee, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Brad Peacock, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that pitched in the All-Star game earlier this year. I like the way this guy goes about his business. He attacks the strike zone, and one of the things he's not afraid to do, let the opposing team put the ball in play. A solid all-around pitcher.
On his way into the box, there's a look at Shin-Soo Choo, so that means we are ready to get this one underway. Hit softly down the line
손발이
first.
아까에서 바뀐 것 같네. 브래드 피콕으로.
0-1.
원래 피콕 아니었던 것 같은데.
1-1. And fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Hey, why not get on a hot streak, Matty? They played really well yesterday. Continue that trend. Stay on the attack. See if you can get on a hot streak. Maybe rattle off 8 to 10.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Kim batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one
이번엔
high and
김현수가
deep
홈런
to right
치나요?
center field. And this
이야.
one is gone. A home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year, and that will break the seal early here. It's quickly 1-0.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box now, Eric Thames. And as we give you a look at his splits, he's had the better of right-handers this season, no doubt about that. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side.
테임즈
And that
우익수와
finds some
안타.
outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Digging in, Dale Lee, who currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball.
Here comes the one. Bouncer to the left side. Bregman has it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. Bottom of the first coming up. South Korea is on. Dane Lee gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty V, what we're seeing there is a team, D-Row. They're starting to put the gas pedal down right now. They're starting to get some length in this division.
Yeah, this team's playing well. They're playing with confidence. You can tell guys are walking to the plate with a swagger. Their pitchers are taking them out and executing pitches down and away. This is a good ball club.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
The first baseman, Yuli
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
And that catches the outside edge, 1-1.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Hit out towards second.
아하.
And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. The relay, and he is in there.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line
이번엔
up,
또
drive the
1회부터
ball out of the
무기가
ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Alex Bregman comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. The 2-0. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there.
Oh,
Relay to
nice.
first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 1. Settling in now, Park. He enters this one second in the American League in round triplets.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. Now this is hit high and deep out to left. And that is just shy of the box seats, off the top of the wall.
야,
Tag,
이거를
and he's
이스타가 안
nabbed,
되네.
trying
그죠?
for two.
Batting eight, the catcher, number 47.
In now, Kang. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average at 284 to begin play. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. And look out as that one ran in and got him. Now to the plate, Hong, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And that's in there for strike one. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases.
아, 홈까지
The
강력
relay
되나?
throw.
아하.
Trying to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and leading off the inning, George Springer, and they'll need him to get something going here. Soft grounder left side. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Aledmus Diaz. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Line down the left field line, but this is going to get foul. Popped up. Hong is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Kyle Tucker, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Chu. He's there to
Oh,
track it down,
왜
and
이래,
that'll
Chu.
end the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They're on the short end of a 1-0. Shin-Soo Chu at the plate now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. And right into the shift. Uriel picks it up, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And with 1 away, we'll bring you a look at the current division standings, and you can see these guys have their work cut out for them if they want to make noise in the division. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And it's fouled away. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and no one will track it down. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Popped him up. Mayfield is there for it. And that's the third out. Coming to the plate now, Jack Mayfield. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base
그렇지.
runner, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Michael Brantley is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Softly hit down to third, likely no shot.
이거
at two.
병살 처리가 안 되네.
Reined in. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score. Now in the box, Yordan Alvarez. Runner in scoring position with 2.
병살타 딱
In
쳐줬으면
there,
깔끔한
knees to
거였는데
strike 1.
아쉽네요.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Stubbs at second with 2 down. And he comes back
Nice.
with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. New inning set to get underway. And here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Digging in now, Dale Lee. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Tucker is there, and he has it for the out. Riding in once again, Park. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Fly ball out toward left center field. Springer
박병호.
on the run. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Into the box now, Alex Bregman. And if you didn't know, he was recently awarded the American League Player of the Month award. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike 1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Kang is after it. The throw to first is in time, 1 down. Stepping into the box, George Springer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. throw in time at first for out number 2. And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his
저거를
last
자꾸 안
at bat.
잡아주네요.
Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
That evens it up 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Hits are now even at 4 apiece.
오, 나이스. 이대 수비 좋았네요.
And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Jung-Ho Kang. Here's the first pitch to him. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1.
Man, that's another ugly swing right there. This team is just struggling so mightily to get on base. They've looked off balance all game.
1-1 the count now. Now the pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
He'll try again, 1-2. On the ground to the left side. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter.
Digging in, Kang, and maybe a little extra motivation for him here after being hit by a pitch in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up square, right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
Hey, you think the game plan is to pitch this guy inside? They plunked him in the first
Wow.
at-bat, and they're clearly coming right back in again.
Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. Now at the plate, Hong. He reached on a single in his first try. This is line to left.
나이스.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. Fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Fastball well outside. The 2-1 home. And a little
와, 이게
self-preservation
직선타
down
나오네요.
first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. And we're back in Houston. Welcome back to Minute Maid Park as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Behind 0-2 now. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
2-2 pitch is fouled away. And a good curveball gets him swinging for route number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Thames is there, 2 down.
Now batting,
Now batting, Garrett Stubbs. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Gung's got it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Kim. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Fouled off. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. High in the air out to center field.
김현수 설마?
And he will run this
잡히네요.
one down, moving to his right, and that's the
퍼펙트로 맞은
first out of the
거였는데.
inning. Stepping in, Eric Thames. His line includes a single and a fly ball and 2 at-bats thus far. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. The 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
The count now at 2-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Now a slider here, but this will miss off the plate away, and it's ball 4. Digging in, Ji-Man Choi. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is,
최지만.
they could certainly roll too.
아, 잡히네요.
And there's out number 2 as this is taken in shy of the track, and the runner will have to
아,
retreat.
휴스턴 구장이 큰가?
Standing in, Dale Lee. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it with this guy's big power.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that brings in the left-handed hitting outfielder Michael Brantley. First pitch coming, here it is. Now the 1-0. Grounded back up the middle. Gung is there.
어우,
And that's
나이스
the
긍정.
first out.
좋아요.
One away for the Astros here in the 6th. And digging into bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. In there for strike 1, 0-1. Smoke toward third. And there are 2 away now. Now the Astros designated
이대훈도 되게 호투하고 있긴 한
It's
건데.
1 for 2 in the ball game. Line
와,
drive to left.
알바레스
Gets down,
저거를.
and the inning will continue. And this one will bounce into the wall. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with
완전
a
빠지는
two-base hit.
볼이었는데, 야,
So some
저거를.
life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you can see on the graphic, his total currently leads this Astros ball club. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
2 out here and a runner at second. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now.
그렇지, 돌았어요.
But he holds up far too late as it's strike 3 and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Ready for another shot now. Park. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. There's a fastball well off the plate inside. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen.
나이스. 박병호 좋아요.
Through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty,
여기서
he's having a
바꾸네요.
monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Austin Pruitt is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
야,
And that'll
강정호.
bring up the versatile Jung-Ho Gung. Here's a shot to left field
오,
and deep.
강정호가 해줍니다. 바뀐 투수 촉으로.
A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. Jung-Ho Gung puts 2 on the board with a home run. Number 36 on the year for him as they have taken the lead. It's 3-1.
야, 강정호 역시 악마의 재능.
Oh, a little quick jump right there. He does it in a variety of different ways.
오,
That
컸어요,
time, first
꽤.
pitch out of the gate, he was coming unglued.
At the plate, Kang.
Number 47.
Hold hard, but it's foul down the first base side. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Brantley is under it. 1 down.
Now that.
Now at the plate, Hong. Last time through was a base hit. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line towards
이거 잘
center field.
맞았는데
Springer is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
아깝네요.
Now batting. The center fielder. Shin-Soo Ju.
Digging in to try it
추신수가
again.
오늘
Shin-Soo
근데
Ju.
의외로 좀
Lifetime versus
부진한데.
this pitcher. He's gone 3 for 6. First pitch on its way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please
But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. Get up. Last half of the 7th here, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, George Springer.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Hit on the ground out to short, taken in by Gung. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Into the box, Aledmus Diaz. Pop out and a ground out for him to this point. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And
아이고.
this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Kyle Tucker stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Swung on and missed. 1-1. And he fouls this one off. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
와,
And
안
this is, so
나오네.
it's a full count, 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He loses him on ball 4. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jack Mayfield. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
오,
Line to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit. And they'll hold that
아,
runner to
이거
third as
어떡하지?
everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with 1 away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his
이대현을
buddy,
믿어봅시다.
but that's the way the game's played.
Garrett Stubbs is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
그렇지.
To second for 1.
어우.
Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets him out of the inning. Just what the
아,
doctor
역시 이대.
ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the
이등에
inning.
보답하네요. 아, 요새
Thursday night
하도
baseball rolls
불펜이
on.
부진해가지고.
We'll have more after this.
원래 같았으면 불펜 올렸어야 되는데 못 올리겠더라고요.
Striding in, Kim. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8.
Number 34.
And the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Brantley on the move. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Right fielder, number 9. Eric.
At the plate, Eric Thames. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And it's fouled away. Hits are even at 7 apiece. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Swing and a liner.
나이스. 오,
A leap,
역시
but he
테임즈.
can't bring it down. Base hit.
Well, that was an obvious mistake. Caught too much of the plate right there with 2 strikes on the batter. Nice execution from his part.
Digging in once again, Ji-Man Choi, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting glove.
오,
And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no
다행히 안
further than
뜯었네요.
second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batter.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say
자,
you can't
이대호.
be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not. And now you got to go for that zone.
Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Hart. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Changes up on him there, but it's 1-2.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot, and he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
pays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Fouled off. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
That was kind of a gift to the
강정호한테
hitter.
가도
He's
좋은
up
게
there
강정호 오늘
probably
홈런
thinking
있기
of
때문에.
protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of
오
the
좋아요
strike zone,
박병호.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
다행입니다. 추가점.
Hey, D-Roll, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your
투수
pitcher
바꾸죠.
going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Justin Farrell trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0 home.
A swing and a liner to left center field,
좋아요.
and that's going to drop in for a base hit.
They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I mean,
4점
that
차.
had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
자 여기서
Now, time
게타
is
한번
marked out
가야죠.
by the home plate umpire.
강백호.
Yang will start to loosen up in the
세기
on-deck
박자.
circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Looking to minimize the damage here.
뛰어야 되나?
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. He's ready. Now the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Has a look. Now the pitch.
안 돌았어 안 돌았어.
Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third
저것도
and
돌았다고
bring him
하네.
up, says the third base umpire. He's gone. Yang will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out
이게
once.
아니구나.
It doesn't look very
바꿔줘야죠.
promising so far in this one as we
근데,
move into the later innings.
어디죠?
Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to
강백호
get them back into this
대신에
one.
양이지.
Eugene Yang is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
투수는 이제 이대은 내리고 메릴 켈리 올리겠습니다.
Merrill Kelly is on to pitch out of the bullpen
아
in the
시즌
bottom half
초반에
of the
진짜 린드블럼이랑 원투펀치였는데 한국 선수들한테 밀리면서 트리플레이 내려갔다가 윤성민이랑 차우찬이 너무 심각해서 다시 콜업 시켰어요.
The 1-0.
어?
Well, that's ball 3, and the Astros right now would do anything to get this leadoff hitter on.
Checked his swing there,
야.
and did he go?
저
No,
3루수
he did
편파
not,
쩌네요.
says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4. So here's
아
Yuli
이거 또
Gurriel.
옥승왕
He
올려야
was
되는
retired
상황이었나?
via the ground ball last time up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1 pitch. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
켈리.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself
나이스.
out of a tough jam.
Gung to his left. He's there.
좋아요.
First, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. And there's a final look at the
이대호 오늘
numbers
잘
for the
던졌어요.
starter in this one. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Manny B, really a solid performance. 7 strong innings pitched, in line for the win. Needs some help for the bullpen to close this one out.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. And it's quickly 0-2. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Hong.
The second baseman, number 10.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Now a curveball, but he might have flown open a bit. It's 1-1. Line hard to the left side. Foul. The 1-2 hit down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here it comes. Got him to reach for it there as this is grounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
비디오 판독이 랜덤으로 발생하는 건 좀 아닌 것 같아요. 이 상황 사실 비디오 판독 걸어볼 만한데요. 21에서는 좀 비디오 판독 그 뭐지? 자동으로 발생이 아니라 수동으로 키 같은 거를 넣어줬으면 좋겠네요.
There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2. Kim will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. He's set, and the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Springer will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. And that'll bring up Alex Bregman. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about.
일단 켈리로 마무리 치면 제일 베스트고.
have to give credit to where it's deserved.
나이스.
Pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
But quick reactions at the hot
대호가
corner
은근
take away ahead,
삼루수비
and there's
잘해요.
one gone. Here's George Springer. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, strike 1. Down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
오히려 린드블럼보다 메릴 켈리가 더 능력치가 좋은 것 같아요.
To expand their zone and protect, and when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
High and deep down the left field line, and that's going to land foul. Last strike now for Houston. Right side.
아,
And this will get through into
투아웃에서.
right, and he's aboard with a single. Next up for the Stros, Kyle Tucker, 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw on to first is in
마무리
time
지었네요.
to get him. And the All-Stars have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
윤성민이나 차우찬보다는 롱릴리프로 차라리 메릴 켈리랑 린드블럼 가져가는 게 낫겠네요. 강정호가 홈런 친 거랑 김현수 홈런,
Tonight's game comes
박병호
to an end.
타점.
5-1 the final score.
이대은 7승 성공했네요.
Jumped ahead in the
이대은
7th
호투도
inning and
좋긴
never
했죠.
gave the lead back. Dane Lee earns win number 7 on the season. Brad Peacock pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching.
자, 오늘 원래는 이제 이대은 선발이랑 박찬호 선발해서 2경기 갈라 그랬는데 처음 첫 경기 할 때 좀 방송 사고가 있었어가지고 시간이 좀 많이 늦어져가지고 오늘은 여기까지만 방송하도록 하겠습니다. 아무래도 오늘 조금 중간중간에 끊기는 게 많아가지고 저도 지금 방송 상태를 좀 다시 한번 점검을 해야 될 것 같아가지고요. 어쨌든 오늘 영상 초반에 끊겼던 점 다시 한번 죄송하다는 말씀 드리고요. 다음번 방송 때는 좀 확실하게 수리해가지고 제대로 방송하도록 하겠습니다. 자, 오늘 방송 여기까지 하고요. 다음 시간에 휴스턴과의 2차전 박찬호 선발 경기부터 이어서 가도록 하겠습니다. 시청해주셔서 감사합니다.
Eugenio Suarez had a great day driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the Reds